and clean for their homegirls. They will be so much in the masculine role with their homegirls or with their friends. Let's boss up. Let's show how we can outmen the men. And then when they're getting results of men who are meeting them where they at and saying, oh, well, you seem like you got it all figured out. You could pay the bill. Now they're mad. But this is what you've been portraying. If you're waiting for a man to do something or take a certain step before you are displaying feminine energy, how can you expect for him to treat you like the divine feminine that you are? Again, women keep women single because these women are sitting together and they're creating this narrative of something is wrong with the men, and everybody's looking outward at the men instead of reflecting on themselves and checking themselves. Could it be that you're the problem? These women will cook and clean for the...
Okay, so one thing that I want my ladies to stop doing is stop complaining about broke men when you a broke female. I ain't trying to say this to be funny, but a lot of y'all don't got a pot to piss in. And, like, it ain't nothing wrong with wanting somebody to be stable, you know, a car and a job. But a lot of y'all be asking these dudes to do a whole bunch of extravagant stuff for you that you're not even doing for yourself. And something can't be a standard if you ain't never even experienced that. Like, and I know for a fact y'all don't be getting tricked on because y'all be asking for basic hygiene. Hair and nails is basic hygiene. If you can't even pay for basic hygiene, how is a dude broke because he can't do all this extravagant stuff for you that you ain't never even seen nobody have in real life? Come on now, y'all need to get rid. Okay, so one...
Broke women love calling men broke for shit that they can't even afford. If they're broke, then what are you? What are you, boo-boo? It's always the broke folks that love to call people broke, just so y'all know. Broke women love... Okay, ladies, I hate to say it, but I have to say it because I am sick of this and I'm speaking to myself. Why do we never give the nice guy the chance? Like, why do we look at the nice guy like the ones who's just annoying and just thirsty and they're always available and not attractive to us? And meanwhile, we're complaining that we're getting dogged out, that we're dealing with manipulative, narcissistic men who can't treat a woman right. Not even men, little boys who don't know how to treat a woman right, who just fumble us all the time. Like, we complain that we get treated like that, but 9 times out of 10, we overlook the nice guy to deal with this man, boy. Like, I don't get it. Why do we do that? It's 2024. Can we stop doing that? I'm speaking to myself too because I hate that I do this too. Like, can we give the nice guys a chance? Let's give the nice guys a chance. I want the nice guy. I want the guy that's texting me, good morning, beautiful. I hope you have an amazing day today because you're such a blessing and I'm grateful to know you. Like, I want that guy. I don't want the guy that's texting me, hey, what's up? Can we stop doing that? This is not it. Like,
don't y'all find it funny that she can give you the laundry list of things that you need to work on, and you be done worked on them, but then all of a sudden, this girl come back around with a whole new list of shit that you need to work on, but yet, where's her list at? Because when you come to her with one thing or two things that she needs to work on or that she needs to fix or that you want her to do different, it falls on deaf ears. She lashes out. She gets pissed off. Oh, you just got to accept me how I am. Oh, what? I'm not good enough for you? Well, go get somebody else then. Get the fuck out of here. Let me tell you something. If a woman says that there's nothing wrong with her, she does not want to change, and that she doesn't see any issues with what she's doing, or she doesn't see any ways in how she can grow, run. Because that is a woman that is not willing to look inside herself and grow or fix anything that needs to be fixed within herself. She's saying that she's 100% healed. She's saying that she has not gone through any trauma. She's saying that everything basically that goes on within your connection is your fault. Because if she doesn't have anything to work on, then that leaves all the work to you, doesn't it? Come on, guys. Come on, guys. You got to wake up. You got to hear this message. Run.
A woman will fuck a nigga and say it's your fault. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, some niggas let him get away with it. You wasn't spending no time with me, and so you took dick, and that's on me.
Shout out to the 50
Yo, no cap. I went through this before. Oh my God, yo. Like, how's that my fault? I'm busy. I got things to do. Like, I'm moving around getting content. You mad at me? I don't got time to spend with you, so you gonna mess with another. You smash another dude. Like, yo, bro, I can't be laid up with you all day, every day. Like, I gotta go chase this content, these interviews. But so you know what she did? She said, you know, you kept ignoring me for the past 2 or 3 weeks, and she blamed it on her being drunk, gang. Yo, bro, I'm out here. I'm outside getting content, bro. You gonna do that? Copy. You right, it's my fault. You go smash another nigga because you drunk.
And the women complaining about everything that they don't understand is native to a man. See, women and children are the community. The way this was supposed to be set up, the male take it all back to, let's go to evolutionary biology, evolutionary psychology. When you take all of this cameras and all this stuff away, in the wild, a man's only job was to try to work out, buff himself up, be out there in the wilderness alone to conquer other males. He had to spend all his energy fighting other males and dominating just to get an opportunity to pass his genes along. And his job was to pass them along through as many females as possible so that way his genes can last. We took that aggressive male out of the wild and put him into a social environment that tells him in order to be social, you got to go all the way against your nature. Everything that's native to you is now a crime. Everything that supports your natural makeup is a crime. This is why we came up with the word gentleman. Gentleman. We had to create the gentleman, round him and make him smooth and cut his raw, aggressive nature down to make him palatable to fit into a social setting. So, the women, because of their sex addictions and their power-driven addictions, they hate each other as women, but these duties were actually designed to be shared amongst the women collectively. No one woman was supposed to be doing all the housework, but women want to do all the housework because they want to own their own man. And so since she boggles herself down with a bunch of slave labor, she wants to force the man who wasn't designed to do all of that. She wants to force him to do it, and with her, which creates a power struggle. Because the men don't want to do it. And there's a reason they don't want to do it. Because they're not wired to. And it's an extra load onto them trying to do all this stuff that women are naturally capable of doing. But if women didn't hate each other so much, then they could do it together. So now they force the man to lie that he's monogamous when he know damn well he's not. He's still messing with other women, but you force him to break up the community, to help you. You force him to help you break up the community because you can't get along with other women and you want to be the center of attention.
Why do women tend to point out the negative things the man does in a relationship?
They think that criticism is actually going to change you. Women tend to be very, very susceptible and very sensitive to social criticism. And because of that, they think you're the same way. So if they want you to change in some way in order to create more connection in the relationship, they think that criticizing their man will lead him to change in healthy ways. But that's not how men work. Men don't respond to criticism in the same way that women do. What criticism can often do for men in a relationship is just make them feel unappreciated, disrespected, and unwanted, and less likely to put in the effort necessary to improve the relationship. Although I do believe a lot of women are coming at this from a good place of trying to improve the relationship with their husband by criticizing them, as crazy as that sounds, it's not an effective strategy and it's not going to make the relationship any better. Drop a follow if you found this valuable.
Why, how dare women be all up in here talking about these men, you ain't shit. First of all, okay, let's start there. How dare women be all up in here talking about these men, you ain't shit. First of all, okay,
A narcissist's favorite manipulation tactics. 1. Love bombing. They come in strong, make you feel special, then slowly switch up. 2. Gaslighting. They make you question your own reality so they don't have to take accountability. 3. Blame shifting. No matter what happens, it's somehow your fault. 4. Silent treatment. They ignore you to make you beg for their attention. 5. Triangulation. They bring in other people to make you feel jealous or insecure. 6. Future faking. They made big promises they never plan to keep. 7. Playing the victim. They'll hurt you and then act like you did them wrong. And I can keep this going, but I'm gonna have to make a part 2. Y'all be safe out here. Ain't no.
Why do we see so many women causing frustration in their relationship when they start dating a man based on a wound that someone else did, not the man in front of them?
Because we've created a generation of narcissistic women. The rise of social media and the rise of online dating and the rise of feminism has taught women that they are not to blame for any poor choices. If you want to be a sex worker, it's great. If you want to post in bikini pictures online, it's fine. Every poor choice is glamorized and every internal reflection is seen as gaslighting yourself. So they've even got terms for internal reflection to prevent it happening. They are trained to not reflect on themselves because we've been told we've been oppressed for so many years. Now it's time to make sure we project so we don't take any accountability. And as a result, when we get into relationships, if we don't feel completely soothed all the time, he must be a narcissist. He must be a manipulator. He must be gaslighting. He, rather than I.
Why do we see so
Men are not that complicated. Women just love to overcomplicate them. A man can appreciate the cooking, the cleaning, the nurturing. All of that stuff matters, yes. But if you really want to know what anchors a man to a relationship, what makes him feel chosen, what makes him feel like a man in his home, it comes down to these 3 things: loyalty, respect, and desire. Loyalty isn't just don't cheat. It's how you speak about him when he's not in the room. It's how you defend him, follow him, and stand beside him when life gets too much. Men stay where they feel protected by their women just as much as women stay where they feel protected by their man. Then there's respect. Respect is oxygen for a man's masculinity. Talk to any man who's checked out of his relationship and he will tell you the same thing. It wasn't the lack of chores or food. It was the lack of respect. Respect in how you speak to him, how you respond to him, how you look at him. And yes, respect in whether you actually admire who he is. And the last one, desire. A man needs to feel wanted by the woman he's building a life with, not tolerated, not just fine. Wanted, desired, chosen. When a man feels like his woman still looks at him like she's lucky to have him, he'll move mountains. When he doesn't, he slowly dies inside. So yes, the nurturing, beautiful. The homemaking, beautiful. But those things do not replace the 3 pillars that actually make a man stay with you. Extreme loyalty, unwavering respect, and the feeling of being truly desired by his woman. Give a man those 3 things and you will not lose him. Ignore those 3 things and nothing else will ever be enough.
Women could actually significantly change male behavior on like the population level. They would just have to fuck the men who do the things that women insist they want them to do. You hear this all the time in modern culture. Women want men who are, say, emotionally available, or men with green flags, or men who make an effort. But here's the thing. Women don't fuck these men. And men know this. Most men start out in the sexual marketplace as good faith actors. That is, they listen to women and attempt to give them what they say they want in order to receive what they want in return. But they eventually realize that this doesn't work, and they are forced to acknowledge that other men who don't do these things get laid. Women might complain about narcissistic men and assholes and fuckboys, but despite their complaining, they fuck them. So these types of men, or really this type of behavior, isn't going away anytime soon. This is because sex is the most reinforcing thing you can give to a man. By the same token, the most reinforcing thing that you can give to a woman is attention. And this inequality, the fact that the most reinforcing thing isn't the same for both genders, leads to a lot of asymmetrical value exchange in sexual relationships. For instance, as previously mentioned, women complain about fuckboys. Why? Because they get away with receiving their most reinforcing good, sex, without reciprocally providing the woman with her most reinforcing good, attention, and the validation and consideration and commitment that often attends attention. And this rankles women because they feel like they got the fuzzy end of the lollipop in that exchange. But they still fuck boys. How else could they be fuck boys? Which is what keeps them around. Women could actually
I hate when it's a really good guy trying to be in your life. But you know
he would make the perfect side nigga.
Most women, especially young women, don't like good men. You just heard what she said. She hate when it's a really good guy in her life, but he will make the perfect side dude, because more times than not, the good guy, the good man, is not her type. It's not her type. So she will keep him in her back pocket because she know that he'll be emotionally available when she wants somebody to talk to. She know that when she wants somebody to take her out on a nice date, he'll be the one to do it. She know that when she wants somebody to buy her flowers, tell her she's beautiful, make her feel great about herself, he's going to be the one to do it. But he's not her type. And most women don't care for good men until they get older, until they get wiser, until their real type is done walking all over them like they're a doormat. Fellas, you know what a good man is. You know what a bad toxic guy is. If you're a good man, find you a woman that values you for who you are. Find you a woman that truly cares about you, that truly shows with her words, with her actions, with her emotions, that she loves you. Don't play second fiddle to nobody. You didn't become this best version of yourself for you to be second to somebody else. For her to say, okay, I'm done with that guy. I'm done with this guy. I'm done with this guy. I'll give you a chance now. Don't ever play yourself like that. Come on, man.
Ladies, you cannot fight with the man's ego unless you're willing to sacrifice your relationship or your man. Because a man, when it comes to his ego, will be willing to lose everything. It doesn't matter what it is. Finances, house, car, status, even access to his own children. He will walk away from it all. But he will not let you win a battle of ego. That's not pride. That's programming. You see, men are wired to protect their sense of identity, their respect, their role, their manhood. It's not a game for them. And when a woman tries to challenge that, tries to match his energy, compete with him, emotionally dominate the relationship, what she's really doing is trying to be the man. And let me say this as clearly as possible. There can only be one man in a relationship. The other one will either walk out or slowly fade into silence, emasculated, bitter, and broken. We have created a generation of women who have been told never settle, be the boss, never let a man have
the guy that she complain about the most is the guy that she really love. Y'all gotta understand one thing about females, bro. They'll try to make it seem like some shit like, oh, I hate that nigga. Oh, I can't stand that nigga. Oh, that nigga ain't shit. The whole time she really love that nigga. That's the nigga she really love. You feel me? That's the really nigga that she really cannot get over. And then that loser ass nigga who do everything for her, she up and leave. Oh, I had this nigga, man. He was everything. He was good for me, but it was just something about him I couldn't stand. They the total opposite. Whatever she say, bro, it's the opposite of really, really is. Don't never let no female sit around and complain about no dude in your face, bro. She literally complain about a nigga that she really love and she really, really, really can't get over for real. And that shit pure disrespect, you feel me? Like, bitches complain about me all the time, but they won't leave me alone. You feel me? Then you got that loser ass nigga that's in her inbox, baby, I'll buy you flowers, I'll take you on dinner, and she ain't giving that ass no plate. You feel me? And that whole time, I'm ignoring her and she on my dick. So don't ever let a female sit in your face and complain about you to another man because she really telling you, like, I really love this nigga, I can't get over this nigga. The guy that she...
Like, women will bring something to you every other week that they feel you need to work on or you need to improve on, or they want this, want that. It's something. It's going to be something. I need you to be a little more romantic. I need you to take we ain't took a trip in a while. We ain't been on a nice date in a while. Like, it be thing after thing a lot of times. It's like, damn, I'm not Superman. I know I'm that dude, but, like, I'm not perfect. And I think a lot of times women will try to want you to be just perfect. At least that's what it seems like. Because it's hundreds of complaints that men can just come to their woman about. Like, hey, I don't like when you be leaving the bathroom dirty sometimes. I don't like sometimes you be leaving dishes in there. You get on me about cleaning, but you leave dish in the sink too. You know, it's like we just be like, whatever, she tired, maybe tired. You know, like we'll give them excuses a lot of times. So, but then after a while, it just builds up, and as we just unload. Like women will bring something.
One thing women will always deny, but it's so true. If your girl always mentions an asshole or jerk at her work, and every day she comes complaining to you about this one guy at her workplace, pay close attention to her actions because women like what they complain about the most. Once you scroll, I'm gone, so follow me. One thing women will always deny, but
if I were to leave my husband, there are men lined up who were more than willing to take care of me and my daughter. But
are they the men that you want?
Yes.
Time out, because listen, this is what women get confused. There's a lot of fucking simps who will do it. Because they don't have many options. These are the guys that don't have an option. Because listen, that's the problem with the game is women feel like because there's always men lined up, they get the fucking delusion that they can have any guy. No, when given the option, you're gonna pick the better option. A woman with a kid is never the better option between a woman without one. I don't care what a man told you, it's about what he showed you. You can sit here and say, he told me this guy told me he want to pay my bills, he told me he want me to have his kid. We're gonna tell you anything to get what we want. So stop believing what he told you and start believing what he showed you. If he did not move you in and he's not paying your bills, who you dated doesn't matter, we will date you.
I feel like some women were just not raised correctly. Like I went to my friend's house, and she's not gonna be my friend after this video, but honestly, after this, I don't give a fuck. I go to her house, it's dirty as fuck, and then I go to the bathroom, and it's hella dirty. And I come out concerned. I'm like, yo, you good? Like, you need a friend to talk to? Like, are you depressed? Like, what's going on? Like, your house is a fucking mess. And she flat out tells me, it's not my bathroom. Like, it's not my house. Like, the fuck you mean? Like, it's not your bathroom. Don't you live here? Yeah. But I don't pay rent. My boyfriend does. What the fuck does that mean? It's his bathroom. He pays for rent. He could clean it. I'm like, but don't you fucking live here? You live here for free. Like, how do you have the audacity? Where does this audacity come from? That's what I want to know. You living here for free. The guy is going to fucking work. And you talking about that this is not my fucking bathroom because he's paying rent. And so if it's dirty, he's responsible over it. What the fuck is your use? You are a burden. Flat out told her that. And she don't want to talk to me. So I said, fuck that. I want to be friends with some bullshit ass mentality like that. I honestly don't know where the fuck this mentality comes from.
These men out here done lost their fucking minds. How you gonna tell somebody, you fine, let me get your Instagram to talk to you, da-da-da. And I say, okay, buy me a hot dog from the corner lady. He gonna say, you wildin'. You can't buy me a hot dog because you wanna talk to me?
For clarification, Miss Lady, it's not about the hot dog. It's really the principle. All the dude is trying to do is to get to know you, get your Instagram. He's probably interested in you. And the first thing you hit him up with is, yo, buy me a hot dog. Bro, we just want to talk. We just trying to get to know you. Like, why you got to push a purchase on us, yo? Like, it's not about the price of the hot dog, right? Because we could afford a $5